From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with Chris Singleton, and on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Bubba Chandler. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That one ripped. Brings it in. And there's two away.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 2 down, nobody on.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
On the ground. And that one handled. They take the force out. That is the inning. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. This is the National League Championship. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And a 1-1. Ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 10,
The 1-1.
Reynolds.
That one fouled off.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ground ball up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 down, base is empty. Brandon Lowe, the next Pirate to hit. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ground ball right side. Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. 4th game of the NLCS. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. 1 out in the second. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year. You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Got him. 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom. Back here at PNC Park. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Josh Bell. Bell went off for 2 homers in his last game. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. That's his 5th homer of the series. The Pirates score first. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Moniak settles under it, takes it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Josh Young. On the ground, right side. Harper takes it to the bag, and there's 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Stop. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cannonball coming. It's an early 1-0 lead. 4th game of the NLCS. And now for the Phillies, Matt Chapman. Splits the plate. That's strike 2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's
hit hard, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And fouled off. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
1 out man at first. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. That one at triple digits. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Harper. 1-2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Phillies strand 1. They're down 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in, Esmeralyn Valdez. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. Cannonball coming. That one felt good. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Fires to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge. Brian Reynolds here, and he swings over the top there. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Brandon Lowe.
That's the ball.
In the air, left field. McKinstry in position. And that is the third out of the inning. Pirates tack on one more on the solo home run. Start of the fourth. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Here's a 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 2-2. Just
That missed. That's the ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Right through there for a strike.
Time's starting to run out for this offense, isn't it, Boog? I mean, it's not easy to play in a must-win game, especially when you're losing. Their season is on the line, and they know it.
2 down. Here's JT Realmuto. 2 down, nobody on. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That's a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Ball.
Out to short, Griffin. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout. Back here in Pittsburgh, to the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Josh Bell. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Stays alive. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Tapper back to the mound. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
For the Pirates, third baseman number 2, Josh.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Young. Right side, hard hit. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Curveball drops in there. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. That ends the frame. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching back here at PNC Park. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Jake Mangum digs in now. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. McKinstry. Long run. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
1 down, runner at third. Logan O'Hoppe the next to hit. In the air, right field. Moniak on the move. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 3-run lead.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates back at the ballpark. Let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Now Now pitching for the
Jake
Pirates,
Cousins
number
gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Righty reliever out of the pen, Brad Keller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down. And now it's Brandon Lau. This one in the air, center field. Marsh moving under it. And a couple of quick outs.
up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter,
Josh Bell at the plate now. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. But they lead. 4th game of the NLCS. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Turner now. Foul ball.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Trey Turner crushes it, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, now that this a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Digging in, Zach McKinstry. Next offering upstairs.
That's high.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Back-to-back singles. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Phils do get one back on this. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jordan Romano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman number 2.
Up next for the Pirates, Josh Young. 1-2 here. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Man at second. Runner goes again. In there for strike 3. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Up next for the Pirates, the center fielder number 12, Jake Mingo.
A 1-1. Base hit into right center. In to score from third.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now the right fielder, Esmeralin Valdez. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Here's the pitch. Runner goes.
Nope,
And ball 4
Take your base.
to a board. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
The catcher number 14,
So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Runners on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. Wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off. I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. He'll circle the bases. And they tack on 3. It's 7-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this. So back to the top of the order. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn. Four runs already in the frame late here in Game 4. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Brings it in, and the inning is over. Cannonball coming. It's now 7-1. This is the National League Championship Series on the show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Pirates,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Braxton Ashcraft. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Here's a 1-1.
That's in.
If you're
Ball.
going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on.
Did he
Everybody's
go?
gonna look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Right through there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Over the
Pops
fence.
over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. 2-2 down. And that one
That's high.
upstairs.
That's a ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a
Bounce to the left side. Handles, throws to first. Got him. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lau sends it to first. Inning over. Phillies leave it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Matt Brash.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter,
And now the switch hitting first baseman
Bell.
Josh Bell. A little out front there as he swings through it. Double play ball to second. The flip. There's one. And it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
shortstop Connor Griffin.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. This one in the air. And that ends the inning. Nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh. All set to start the 9th in this one. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1-2 now. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage. Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball
No, ball.
a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
The 1-1. High fly ball right field. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are National League champs.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.